Welcome to Coastal Alabama's Highway 98 Radio. Rick McCann behind the microphone. We've got the latest breaking news, extended weather forecast, and great music coming up live, broadcasting from the Blue Ram Media Studios here in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
A truck only goes so far on half a tank. That credit card ain't money in the bank. If it don't sound like a good idea, it probably ain't. Note to self, you can't change the way she's gonna change her mind. She might love you, but she won't like you all the time. Instead of taking her for granted, take her somewhere nice. Note to self, love ain't diamond rings. Bigger don't always mean better. The grass ain't always green. Money don't grow on trees. Never can't make somebody be made for you. God ain't gonna do the praying for you. Whiskey's best left up there on the shelf. Note to self, some girls say goodbye and mean goodbye. It don't mean that she don't hurt and she don't cry. You're gonna wish you would when she tells you she don't wanna fight. Note to self, rings. Bigger don't always mean better. The grass ain't always green. Money don't grow on trees. Ever can't make somebody be made for you. God ain't gonna do the praying for you. Whiskey's best left up there on the shelf. Note to self, should have kept it in my pocket. I should have known it from the start. I should have read it every morning. Should have wrote it on my heart. Love ain't diamond rings. Bigger don't always mean better. The grass ain't always green. Money don't grow on trees. Ever can't make somebody be made for you. God ain't gonna do the praying for you. Whiskey's best left up there on the shelf. You're gonna have to find the answers somewhere else. Note to self, note to self, a truck only goes so far on half a tank.
Crime is going up. You need to call the professionals at Mobile Bay Public Safety Patrol. 251-264-2498. Mobile patrols, residential communities, schools, churches, and businesses. Alarm response. Professionally trained law enforcement experience. Mobile Bay Patrol. 251-264-2498. Call them today and you'll sleep better tonight. Mobile Bay Patrol. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coastal Alabama Radio this Thursday morning, the second day of April. No, I'm not going to play any April Fool jokes because, well, that was yesterday. I'd love to have been broadcasting yesterday, but had a couple up my sleeve, but, well, we'll save those for next year maybe, I guess. But welcome back to Coastal Alabama Radio this Thursday morning. We have got so much to talk about. We've got plenty of music. I've got a ton of breaking news and some other items that we want to discuss during today's program. And as always, we ask that you tell all of your friends and family, co-workers, neighbors, and anybody who will listen about Coastal Alabama Radio, because we seriously, we are your local radio station in tune with what's happening here along the Gulf Coast. We've got the best music, extended weather forecast, the latest news, and I want to tell you, and I'm not bragging, but we have more news before any other news station gets it. We know what's happening. We've got our thumb on the pulse of our community. You want to sign up for newsletters, contact helpdesk at bluerammedia.com. I got a whole lot of other things I want to say, maybe a little bit of bragging to do today, but before we can do that, we want to play some music, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights, fast.
All reflectors.
Please, give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
we've got your back.
You have ours.
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
I was drifting with no direction, just a road with no end. Half a man with a plan I couldn't hold in my hands. Because of you, I stand a little taller. Because of you, I answer when life calls. Heather, you saw more than I could see. Turn to maybe into me. Everything I am, everything I do, yeah, I'm who I am because stay still, had faith in me when I lost my will. You were fire when my spark burned low. You were the reason I didn't let go. Yeah. You didn't just love me, you made me better. Turn my someday into forever. We built this love on
borrowed time. Every heartbeat towing the line. Told ourselves the strongest stone, but even bricks can crack when you're alone. We're living in a glass house, throwing stones, saying things we don't mean. Cut to the bone, one spark to burn it all down somehow. Yeah, love's a fragile thing in a glass house.
Say forever, but your eyes look tired. I see the truth behind that fire. We're standing close but miles apart, holding pieces of a broken heart. We used to shine, we used to glow. Now it's cracks and shadows we both know.
We're living in a glass house, throwing stones, saying things we don't mean. Cut to the bone, one spark to burn it all down somehow. Yeah, love's a fragile thing in a glass house. I still remember your first smile, when every mile was worth the while. But somewhere along this worn out road, we dropped the love we used to hold.
Now every word's a loaded gun,
And I pray we ain't come undone. If we can lay these stones aside and let forgiveness be our guide, maybe we'd find what we've been missing behind all the pain and
glass house, holding on, trying to fix what we've done wrong. The light still shines through the cracks somehow. Maybe love's still strong.
your love still is in this glass house. In this glass house.
She had eyes like diamonds, they caught the light. Oh, but they were dark and deeper than the night. But when she'd smile, out came the sun. There ain't no more where that came from. She had a dress that swayed all around her knees, and a voice as soft as a summer breeze. Touch that told me I was the one, and there ain't no more where that came from. I must have said to myself there might be somebody else out there somewhere. I must have said to myself
Rip currents cause an estimated 100 deaths each year in the United States. In 2021, 5 of these deaths were on the Gulf Coast. Rip currents are the #1 weather-related killer at the beaches along the northern Gulf Coast. The number of rip current fatalities on these beaches is more than the fatalities of flooding, tornadoes, lightning, and tropical storms or hurricanes combined. Learn the facts. Before heading out to the beach, check current beach conditions and know what each flag means. Always swim near a lifeguard. Rip currents are narrow currents that flow away from the beach. If you notice you're being pulled away from the beach and are swimming and getting tired, you may be in a rip current. Think of it like a treadmill that you can't turn off. You want to step to the side of it. Don't swim against the current. Try to swim across it in a direction following the shoreline. Rip currents do not pull you under, but may take you as far out as a football field so people can tire quickly. The most important thing is to stay calm. If you can't escape the current, float or calmly tread water. Wave for help if you can. Rip current strength eventually subsides and may even take you closer to shore. If you see someone caught in a rip current, call 911 or get a lifeguard and throw something that floats towards the victim. For more information, please visit www.visitalbeaches.com/safety.
You know, if you listen to the program anytime at all, or if you're a regular and you listen to it on every show, which we love that, you know, or you will know today, I try to keep this program lighthearted and try and stay a little left of, or a little in the middle of, I should say, of the politics. But there's a new project that's about to get approved in Daphne. If you live in Daphne, and I do, I have my office in Daphne, actually. Our employees live in Daphne. I want you to be aware of this brand new development that is coming to Daphne, and it's probably going to get the final approval on April 6th. I'm not against building, and I'm not against growing. I'm definitely not. I'm a businessman, so of course that's good for me. But at State Highway 181 and County Road 64, right there by the gas station, on the back side and the right side, there's a new project coming. It's an Italian villa. That's going to have a neighborhood Walmart. It's going to have stores. It's going to have luxury apartments. Could even get underway construction-wise by the summer. Daphne Mayor Robin Lejeune says this is really specific to the area. It's going to have an Italian villa feel. It's going to feel like, the old Italian Daphne, which, you may not have noticed that or knew about that, but it's also going to bring about 350 jobs. It's going to have construction jobs. It's going to bring more tax to the tax base. All of that is great. I've got a lot of things going on in Daphne, but you know what? What I don't like is the 181 and 64. If you travel that road up and down 64, or say Highway 181, there's wrecks there almost every day. There's some serious wrecks there. Traffic is a nightmare during the commuters' hours, and it's already bogged down with vehicles. And, we have things growing. They put up a new drive-through coffee. Rich's is building a new car wash there. There's a plan for a restaurant, and then down the road a little bit toward 104, of course, there's a whole bunch of construction happening there, a couple of oil change places, a McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A, and on and on and on. And that's what we're becoming. And, being someone who's been here since 89, part-time or full-time, I just have seen so much change. And obviously, growth is good and it's bad, but tell us what you think. Send us an email, newsdesk@bluerammedia.com. We'd love to read your comments. But if you live in that area, heads up, traffic is going to be probably triple the nightmare. And I should add this too. A brand new big church from Birmingham is building about a block away from this location. So yeah, things are going to start really getting busy along that stretch of State Highway 181. Does your company, church, business, or school need to get your employees certified in first aid, CPR, and saving a life? Well, guess what? Armor Tech is here on the Gulf Coast. Call them today at 251-264-2498. They will bring the training to you wherever you're at. 251-264-2498. These guys are fantastic. They're paramedics, firefighters. They know their stuff. They'll also teach you AED, stop the bleed, and the use of Narcan. 251-264-2498. Right now, you can advertise your business, your product, your company on all of the platforms of Blue Ram Media. That includes radio shows, newsletters, and all of our social media. Hundreds and thousands of people collectively visit us every day, and now they can visit with you. For just $100 a month, advertise your product, your business, your company, yourself. Contact us, helpdesk at bluerammedia.com.
Two left turns from the one-stop light. Building on the corner don't have a sign, but you know where to go. Everybody knows. Everybody. Jack's on the bar stool, hasn't moved. Just like a church pew. Everybody's got their seat. They sit in every week while they pour me another. I just sit and wonder who I'd be if I stayed. All I know is I've changed. They're drinking off the same day, spending blue-collar money the same way. And if they could, would they leave? Does everybody dream? Well, I don't know, but nothing breaks my heart like my hometown bar. Bobby in the back goes by Robert now, just like his dad. I heard how he's got 4 mouths to feed, with 1 paycheck for 2 weeks. And all I've got in common with these walls is I'm not talking about the world outside this town. I feel guilty I got out while they pour me another. I just sit and wonder who I'd be if I stayed. All I know is I've changed. They're
this is, I know what it's not. I know where it starts, I know where it stops. It ain't coffee in the morning, no, it's a shot in the dark. I know what I'm getting myself into right now, but I just can't help it. I still wanna stick around till that sun starts telling me it's time to kiss your lips goodbye. Till the left side of my bed is empty and I'm wondering why. Baby, I can be the shadow dancing with you in the dark. I love you with all of my heart till dawn do us part. Till dawn do us part. Oh yeah. I know when it rains, I know when it don't. I know when you call, I know what you want. It ain't coffee in the morning, no, it's a shot in the dark. I know what I'm getting myself into right now, but I just can't help it. I still wanna stick around till the sun starts telling me it's time to kiss your lips goodbye. Till the left side of my bed is empty and I'm wondering why. Baby, I can be the shadow dancing with you in the dark. I love you with all of my heart till dawn do us part. Till dawn do us part. Oh yeah. If I can't have your sunshine, baby, I'll be your moon. And if I can't have tomorrow, I'll spend the night with you. Till that sun starts telling me it's time to kiss your lips goodbye. Till the left side of my bed is empty and I'm wondering why. Baby, I can be a shadow dancing with you in the dark. I love you with all of my heart till dawn do us part. Till dawn do us part. Yeah, till dawn do us part. Till dawn do us part. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby.
Broadcasting live from the beautiful Gulf Coast of Alabama, it's Highway 98. We've got your favorite new hits, some of those good old hits, indie music, gospel, bluegrass, and so much more, here on Highway 98. Your local news and 7-day forecast coming up moments away. Of course, this time of year, the calendar is full of Easter events from one side of the Gulf Coast to the other. Kind of hard to keep track of, but we're going to help you do it. Starting with the Foley Public Library, which has two events. One is scheduled on Wednesday, April the 1st. Kids can participate in a story time, a craft session with Easter Bunny starting at 10 a.m. in the children's area. And then a second event, the Easter egg hunt, will be the following day on Thursday, April the 2nd, starting at 10 a.m. The Easter Bunny is expected to be on hand for photos. And, of course, more information is available at thefoleylibrary.org. Now, Tacky Jackson Orange Beach is hosting its own Brunch with the Bunny. That's going to be held Saturday, April the 4th from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. The lineup features a buffet, animal appearances, arts and crafts, a bunny hop dance party. Yeah, let's all go do the hop. With a live DJ, and brunch prices are the same as the Gulf Coast event, and there's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss it. Over at the U.S. Brennan Backcountry Trail Easter Egg Hunt is going to be scheduled at the Orange Beach Sportsplex on April the 4th, 10 a.m. The event's designed for kids 10 and under, with age groups used to keep things organized. Children can exchange the eggs they collect for candy and prizes. That sounds pretty cool. Easter Sunday, April the 5th, features the most events. Worship on the Water offers services behind the Floribama from 6 a.m. until 9 and 11, with baptisms following each one. Organizers note that these services tend to fill up quickly, so arrive early. At the Hangout in Gulf Shores, they're hosting an Easter breakfast that's going to take place on April the 5th. Seatings at 8, 9, and 10 a.m. Children 5 and under will eat for free. There will be a sunrise courtyard service scheduled at 6:30. Now, the Hangout event also includes Easter egg hunts, photos with the Easter Bunny, and table reservations are available through the restaurant's website. Coastal AL Orange Beach is hosting a beachfront Easter brunch from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. on April the 5th. They say no reservations are needed, and seating is on a first-come, first-served basis. You can go over to Lulu's in Gulf Shores. They're celebrating Sunday with its annual Easter Egg Dash. That'll be from noon until 2 p.m. The dash begins at 1 p.m., and it will be divided into age groups. Children over 3 must participate in the dash area without their parents. Families should bring their own baskets or bags to have more fun. And of course, Zeke's Restaurant in Orange Beach opening up at 10 a.m. on Easter Sunday for a holiday brunch with waterfront views. You can go to their website and make a reservation today. And that's just some of the things that's happening here along the Gulf Coast during this special Easter holiday.
If you've never snuck behind a barn to smoke a cigarette, if you've never had a breakup fight the whole town can't forget, if there ain't a list of things that you do differently, you probably don't drink whiskey. If you've never let some words fly out you wish you could take back, if you've never had to turn around on the road to where you're at, if the path you're on ain't paved with inconsistencies, you probably don't drink whiskey. And if you've never woke up on the wrong side of the bed with a horror wondering what went wrong going on inside your head, if you've never had your heart ripped apart, realized how lonely loneliness can be, you probably don't drink whiskey. If you've never stood out on her porch and begged for one more chance, or let the love of your life slip right through your hands, if you don't know the bitter taste that takes away the sweet, you probably don't drink whiskey. If you've never woke up on the wrong side of the bed with a horror wondering what went wrong going on inside your head, if you've never had your heart ripped apart and realized how lonely loneliness can be, you probably don't drink whiskey. And if you never had love on the rocks or thought the cure was one more shot, 'cause you're fighting demons and no one else can see, you probably don't drink whiskey. inside your head. If you've never had your heart ripped apart and realized how lonely loneliness can be, you probably don't drink whiskey. You probably don't drink whiskey.
Out of all of the places in this little town, yeah, you had to come walking in here and sit down. I'm hiding and hoping my face ain't too red. Since we've been trying like crazy to get you out of my head. So why you wanna show up in a old t-shirt that I love? Why you gotta tell me that I'm looking good? Don't know what you were thinking, you were doing, moving in for a hug like you don't know I'm coming unglued. Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? I wish you had on sunglasses to cover up those blue eyes. I wish you said something mean, made me glad that you said goodbye. Why can't you look off somewhere if you catch me staring at you? Why can't you be cold like any old good ex would do? So why you wanna show up in a old t-shirt that I love? Why you gotta tell me that I'm looking good? Don't know what you were thinking, you were doing, moving in for a hug like you don't know I'm coming unglued. Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Keep wanting you. Why would you tell me that you call me up sometime? Maybe we can get a drink and just catch up like that'd be enough. No, that ain't enough. Why you gotta show up in an old t-shirt that I love? Why you gotta tell me that I'm looking good? Don't know what you were thinking, you were doing, moving in for a hug like you don't know I'm coming unglued. Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Out of all of the places in this little town, yeah, you had to come walking in here and sit down.
Mobile Bay Patrol Service, public safety and law enforcement trained with more than 30 years experience here along the Gulf Coast, protecting our people, our property, and our way of life. Give them a call at 251-264-2498. They offer mobile patrol services of churches, businesses, schools, gated communities, condominiums, beach resorts, yacht clubs, and so much more. 251-264-2498. Call today and you will sleep better tonight. And once again this morning, Thursday morning, I've got the latest updated extended weather forecast, just like always. And we're going to start off with the rest of today. As we can see, We've got sunshine. We're going to have a few clouds lingering back and forth the rest of the day. 78 will be the high, although I saw someplace 81 was going to be the high. That's probably between 78 and 81. Let's call it 79 and a half. And overnight, we're going to be looking at about 66, very mild. Winds coming out of the east-southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, tomorrow is when the clouds will really begin moving in quite a lot more, or, much more than it was today. The temperature high on Friday, 77 degrees, and the low will be 66. We do have about a 15% chance of rain showers, both late in the afternoon as well in the overnight. Winds will be blowing out of the east-southeast the rest of tomorrow and overnight, 5 to 20 miles per hour, depending, I guess, where you are along the coast. But overall, we're not looking at anything significant rain-wise, and it's going to be mild. Saturday and Sunday, we do have a chance of some rain showers. That's Easter weekend. Saturday, the high will be around 78 degrees. Winds coming out of the southeast, 10 to 15 miles per hour. The overnight on Saturday, 65 degrees. And we do have about a 30% chance of some rain showers. Winds blowing from the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, unfortunately, we do have more rain showers in the mix, and it looks like a mostly cloudy day, with rain showers in the morning becoming steady in the afternoon. So if you have big plans to get out and maybe have a picnic or some type of sunrise event, unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a good chance of that happening. But let's keep, things in perspective and enjoy the day. Anyways, winds will be southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and about a 70% chance of rain for that Sunday, Easter. And Sunday night, 55, a little bit cooler here along the Gulf Coast. Winds coming out of the north at 12 miles per hour. Monday's not going to be looking much better, mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of rain. 70 degrees will be the high, 57 in the overnight. On Tuesday, however, the sunshine comes back, makes another debut. Temperatures on Tuesday, 75 during the daytime, 57 in the overnight. We will have a slight 8 to 10% chance of a few sprinkles. Winds coming out of the northwest at about 15 miles per hour. I do see it getting a little bit lighter in the evening time. Wednesday and Thursday, and you might as well put Friday in there, all going to have some sunny but partially cloudy days. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The high on all 3 days, right around 74. The low overnight, about 62. There will be a slight chance of a sprinkle or two on all 3 days, but nothing serious. And we do have some serious winds, I would say, coming out of the east-southeast for Thursday and Friday, gusting upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour. As we move on into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 77 will be the high, 64 in the overnight. A partial cloudy, partly sunny on that weekend. But the good thing is that is going to be all that we can worry about. There's no rain in the forecast. Of course, we will have the updated weather for you on the next program from Coastal Alabama Radio.
When we're responding to emergency runs, we need everybody's help to get there as fast as we can. So when you see the lights, move to the right.
Human trafficking is slavery.
And it happens all over America.
Any child, any woman, any man could potentially become a victim of human trafficking.
I am a victim of labor trafficking.
I was a victim of child sex trafficking, but now I own my body.
Human trafficking is any kind of forced labor.
It can happen to anybody.
I am a mother.
I am an author.
I am a son.
I'm an advocate.
I am an educator.
I'm a sister.
I am a brother.
I'm so much more than what happened to me.
I am strong.
I am brave.
I am outspoken.
I am compassionate.
I am a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor of human trafficking.
Jack Daniels, Black Label, empty dining room table. Here we go again, another last resort. So help me, Jesus. The silence so quiet, it's filling my mind with everything we were that wasn't. Once again I fall to pieces. I gave up on a shooting star. It'd have to fall down way too far to fix this kind of feeling that I'm feeling. I tried to back pew of that church, read every chapter, every verse, but all my prayers, they always hit the ceiling. So I do the only thing that don't make me feel empty. Pull that bottle out and wish upon a whiskey. No chance of redemption when there's no one listening, trying to keep my head above the water. I'm my own worst enemy, 'cause I just keep drowning in this Tennessee. I gave up on a shooting star. It'd have to fall down way too far to fix this kind of feeling that I'm feeling. I tried to back pew of that church, read every chapter, every verse, but all my prayers, they always hit the ceiling. So I do the only thing that don't make me feel empty. Pull that bottle out and wish upon a whiskey. Here comes the burn. I love to hate. It's all I got. Ever since I gave up on a shooting star, it had to fall down way too far to fix this kind of feeling that I'm feeling. I tried to back you of that church, read every chapter, every verse, but all my prayers, they always hit the ceiling. So I do the only thing that don't make me feel empty. Pull that bottle out and wish upon a whiskey.
I've been a highway child, 1,000 miles on these well-worn red-wing boots. I've been to hell, I've been to Houston, but I got back to my roots. I've been up, I've been down, up the deep end in the coke and crown. Been a little lost, a little found, just looking for the truth. There ain't a stone I left alone. If it was there, I'd turn it over. I don't look back, but look at that. You got my head over my shoulder, making me finally see why everything I tried to be left me wanting more. everything I tried to be left me wanting more. 'Cause the one thing I ain't been is yours. But I sure love to change that. So hey, what do you say that we take a walk down that road? There ain't a stone I've left alone. If it was there, I'd turn it over. I don't look back, but look at that. You got your head right on my shoulder, making me finally see why everything I tried to be left me wanting more. 'Cause the one thing I ain't been is yours. Yours. Yours.
All this was supposed to be just for fun. Yeah, you were never supposed to be the one. I wasn't either. But before I knew we were, wildflowers growing through the cracks of the concrete in a downtown sea of lonely. Baby, I found you and you found me, and we found love where it ain't supposed to be. In a last call bar where we were supposed to leave. Oh, we were two lost hearts on broken things, and we found love where it ain't supposed to be, supposed to be, supposed to be. People ain't supposed to find this love anywhere else but a pickup truck under the streetlights. At 2 a.m. how did we find a new flame catching in the middle of a hard rain? Looking back, it had to be a God thing that I found you and you found me, and we found love where it ain't supposed to be. In a last call bar where we were supposed to leave. Oh, we were two lost hearts on broken things, and we found love where it ain't supposed to be, supposed to be, supposed to be. Wildflowers going through the cracks of the concrete in the downtown sea of lonely. Baby, I found you and you found me, and we found love where it ain't supposed to be. In a last call bar where we were supposed to leave. We were two lost hearts unbreaking broken things. Baby, we found love where it ain't supposed to be, supposed to be, supposed to be.
Your home for Christian country.
Saying how it's gonna be so good, so beautiful. 10,000 hours, 10,000 more. Even though I don't tell you all the time, baby, blue ain't your color.
Driving in the car
guitar, I pick a banjo now.
Coastal Alabama's all new Highway 98 Radio. Mobile Bay Patrol Service, public safety and law enforcement trained with more than 30 years experience here along the Gulf Coast, protecting our people, our property, and our way of life. Give them a call at 251-264-2498. They offer mobile patrol services of churches, businesses, schools, gated communities, condominiums, beach resorts, yacht clubs, and so much more. 251-264-2498. Call today and you will sleep better tonight. And the second annual Puppy Palooza is set to return to the Eastern Shore Center in Spanish Fort. The event will be held Saturday, May 2nd. That's this Saturday, from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. on the green near the California Dreaming. Yeah, you can be involved in the puppy thing and then go in and take a little cat nap. No, I don't think they would appreciate that. The free family-friendly event features an Alti-Mutt pet marketplace, on-site pet adoptions from the Baldwin Humane Society, vendors, puppy splash zones, kids activities, live music for the dogs, of course, for the animals and the kids, and much more. The event benefits the Baldwin County Humane Society. You definitely want to be involved. It's this Saturday. And Sydney Carroll Barnhart said she's just so excited about this event returning, and it does a lot. If you want to be a vendor, you want to set up there, you can contact Sydney Carroll at scbarnhardt@crawfordsq.com or visit the Eastern Shore Center website. Get on out there, adopt one of your new friends there. Help support our county humane society.
Girl, I know don't really know me, still I want you to listen closely. This might sound crazy, but after all, isn't love like that? I would be crazy to let this moment pass. What if I don't say what's on my mind and you walk away? I might live out my life and never feel this way. What if you are the one that I'm meant to love? What if tonight is the night? What if once in a lifetime love don't come twice? Girl, take a chance. Time is unfolding. We could be blessed without even knowing. Just for a minute, close your eyes and don't take another breath. 'Cause what if you miss it and it never comes again? What if you don't say what's on your mind and I walk away? You might live out your life, never feel this way. What if I am the one that you're meant to love? And what if tonight is the night? once in a lifetime. Love don't come twice.
And today in our breaking news segment, remember you can always report news night, day, afternoon. Send it to newsdesk at bluerammedia.com. We sure would appreciate it. Walmart in Fairhope is adding a new part of their store. A new store within the store, so to speak. It's a liquor store. That's right. It's only the second one in Alabama. The other one is in Tuscaloosa. And it's another first for Fairhope, allowing it to be approved, but it has been approved, and it will be open sooner than later. State Highway 181 and County Road 48, you know where it's located. It will be selling liquor, possibly up where the McDonald's restaurant once stood. It's in a prime spot close to the front doors, which could also make it easy for thieves to snatch and grab and run. But the timeline for opening is not certain, although it's going to be sooner than later. And of course, if you drink liquor, then this might be a good discount store for you. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office has arrested a person on 5 counts of possessing child porn. An investigation led them to Bryce Clokener. He's charged with 5 counts of unlawful possession of child pornography. The investigation was a tip that came through the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, a great organization, and he's currently in custody. A dump truck rolled over on County Road 28. This happened on March the 31st at around 10:30 or so, near Long Road, if you know where that's at. Local fire departments, EMS, and Aaliyah responded. They shut down the road. A medical helicopter was dispatched. Law enforcement is still investigating. No charges. The driver only had minor injuries. However, a teen did get killed in a traffic accident. 3 others were injured in Escambia County near Bruton. Police have not identified the 18-year-old who was a passenger in a pickup truck that was fatally injured when that pickup truck left the roadway and overturned. 3 other teens were brought to the hospital and are in good, non-life-threatening injuries. Fairhope Public Utilities has announced, once again, as they often do, that they had 3 overflow spills in one day, or in 1 week. The Fairhope Public Utilities Waste Department said that they responded to 3 different ones. They all went into the Big Mouth Gully, if you're familiar with that. One had 200 gallons of untreated sewage. One had 1,200 gallons of untreated sewage. And another one had about 70 gallons of untreated sewage. They have fixed it, they said, and there were different reasons why that happened. Police nationwide want you, parents, to know that Benadryl Challenge, the latest thing happening to children, is not good because it could be deadly. The Benadryl Challenge, it tempts children to eat 12 or more tablets, Benadryl tablets. But what happens is the children can become very sick, or they could even die. Go to our website, Blue Ram Media, to look at all the various symptoms and signs that something could be wrong. And if you do have a child that does eat those things, get them to the ER as quickly as possible. We've conducted an investigation last year and this year, believe it or not. I'm sure you do believe it. Spring break arrests in Gulf Shores has been trending upwards for the last couple of years. This year, more than 200 arrests have been made already during spring break. In fact, 2 open house parties, they made over 150 arrests. There's also been a higher frequency of teenagers with guns, violence, threats, fights, and things of that nature happening. Police have brought in local law enforcement, state law enforcement, and they're keeping an eye on it. I believe they're doing a good job, but they probably need some more manpower. A former postal worker from Mobile has been captured Timothy Chandler was wanted for theft and destruction of mail. He was arrested by federal law enforcement in Missouri. He's being held without bond. He faces up to 5 years in federal prison. He'll be extradited some point or other back to Alabama, where he will face those charges. 3 men in Mobile were arrested for drug trafficking. Federal authorities conducting a long-term investigation arrested 3 people who were trafficking drugs from Mexico to the Gulf region. They're currently being held on felony and federal charges. Police do expect possible other arrests in this case. Remember, when you see news happening here along the Gulf Coast, all you got to do is send us a tip. Newsdesk at bluerammedia.com. Believe it or not. You ever watch that show? Ripley's. Earthquake hits the Gulf of America. Yep, it's true. Sunday, 9:23 p.m., a earthquake with a magnitude of 3.9 hit the Gulf of Mexico in the deepest part of the Gulf. The largest ever recorded in the Gulf was a 5.9 magnitude that occurred in 2006. No, we didn't feel it here, and no, it didn't send any tremors elsewhere, but it did occur. And you never know, living along the Gulf Coast, what kind of weather or what type of system, or even whether or not we're going to have a hurricane or an earthquake. That's kind of exciting. Or for others, not so much. A Sims man pled guilty to rape. Authorities say Elijah Persons raped a woman in a vehicle after setting up a meeting. According to authorities, Person took what's called a blind plea, charges of sexual torture. That doesn't guarantee him any type of deal. He could serve a long sentence or a short sentence, but we will know the outcome coming up in May. Police say that Aliyah troopers are well deserving of heroic life-saving medals, and so 12 troopers were recently honored in Montgomery for their actions and life-saving efforts. Go to our website at bluerammedia.com and check out their pictures and their awards, and definitely our law enforcement and public safety personnel, including fire and EMS, are often overlooked but more than deserving for recognition. Talking about recognition, an employee of the Grand Hotel Golf Resort and Spa just celebrated 50 years as an employee. Lily Thomas began working as a dishwasher in 1975, rose up through the ranks, worked in several different positions. Today, she teaches others how to work and how to do good work. Besides her, she had 6 of her sisters, her sons, and 3 of her great-nephews all employed at the hotel. How about that? Send us your news tip, newsdesk at bluerammedia.com.
Friday night, all about that single life. I gave my mama a reason to pray. Didn't care about trying to change, no. I gave my all to those empty bars. They always left me with a broken heart. Never really ever gave love a thought. Man, as soon as I swore it off, God gave me a girl, girl gave me a kiss, kiss gave me a feeling that I still get. Every time I look in her eyes, I don't deserve her and I don't know why. She gave me her hand, I gave her a ring. Then as soon as I could, I gave her my last name. Now I'm gonna give her forever. I knew what I wanted, but he knew better. God gave me a girl. The boys gave me a hard time, 'cause I was giving her all of mine. But the first time they met us when they understood, said, how'd you get one so good? God gave me a girl, girl gave me a kiss, kiss gave me a feeling that I still get. I don't deserve her and I don't know why. She gave me her hand, I gave her a ring. Then as soon as I could, I gave her my last name. Now I wanna give her forever. I knew what I wanted, but he knew better. God gave me a girl. God gave me a girl. Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash. No need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right here where we at. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm tired of the fake love. Show me what you're made of. Boy, make me believe.
Oh, hold up, girl, don't you know you're beautiful? And it's easy to see.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
So come on, ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. So come on, ride with me, baby, if it's meant to be. Maybe we do,
Maybe we don't.
maybe we will, maybe we won't. But
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
so won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be,
If it's meant to be,
it'll be,
it'll be.
baby, if it's meant to be,
If it's meant to be,
it'll be,
it'll be.
baby, if it's meant to be.
Let me set you the scene. November circa 2019. Put a hole in my heart, watched it bleed. You said that we were better off as strangers. I was barely alive. At a 6 feet deep, I was 5. Pretty sure they called a hearse outside. Okay, that's dramatic, but I survived. Then I survived. The headline, I think I want you back. I'm a couple drinks in, thinking it's my bad that I let you walk away and let you go. It's a tale as old as time, I guess. When you couldn't care more, I couldn't care less. You're a little too late to the party. Heartbreaker, what doesn't kill you calls you 6 months later.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
You told me not to talk to strangers. You told me not to cross the street without looking both ways.
You told me not to touch the stove. You told me not to do drugs. You told me not to drink and drive.
You gave me so many messages about how to stay safe. Why didn't you keep me safe by properly storing your gun?
We had a person the other day ask us if it's safe to go down to the beaches, down to Gulf Shores, and a resident, someone who's lived here. They say they've always done it during spring break other years, but this year seems to be a little bit more violent, more craziness, and definitely more people being arrested, and they just don't want to get in the mix. And I can definitely understand that. I've been in the area. I've seen some of the going-ons. And, of course, having a news company, we are on top of the news. We publish all of the latest news. And I can tell you, there have been a lot more arrests this year. I would say probably double from last year, 2025. The arrests were just around 100 or so. This year, it's already well over 200 total arrests. And I expect there'll probably be another 50 to 100, maybe more. But we're seeing that nationwide, Daytona Beach, Virginia Beach, even over on the Mississippi Gulf Coast and elsewhere. A lot more teenagers trying to take over the beaches. Some of them are carrying firearms. Some of them are being, underage and being high, being drunk. It happens, but it is happening much more. As far as that question, is it safe? I believe it is. I don't think that as long as you're not there between, late afternoon and the evening, and as long as you're not partying with the kids, then you're fine. I do want to tell you that, there's a lot more traffic, obviously, and there's going to be some, things happening probably more each year that we're just not accustomed to. I've been here since 1989, so I can tell you that in the earlier years, spring break was light, traffic was light, and it almost felt like nothing special was happening. But that certainly has changed. As far as that question, again, I do believe it's safe. I believe Gulf Shores Police and all of our local agencies are doing a great job enforcing the law. You can't, lock up everybody. You can't ticket everybody, but you certainly can do targeted enforcement. I believe that, yes, for now anyways, the beaches are safe.
I was sitting at a table in a little club downtown. Playing songs on the jukebox and pouring whiskey down. When I heard a sweet voice saying, would you like some company? And I had to tell her, this is just between an old memory and me. All my friends tell me I'm a fool for holding on. I know they're trying to help me, but I've been a fool too long. I don't wanna talk about it, so why can't they just let me be? Can't they see this is just between an old memory and me? I'm not hurting anybody as far as I can see. I just need to be alone sometimes while she goes walking through my mind. I don't want to talk about it, so why can't everybody see? This is just between an old memory and me. This is just between her memory and me.
And unfortunately, once again, that's going to do it for us. Wrap it up. Another program, another show in the books, on the records. And boy, we are adding them up quickly. About 355 programs so far. And we've got hundreds and hundreds of more to do. But I am really happy, glad, and very sincere when I say we are so thankful for all of you that listen to our show live or on demand, streaming on the iHeartRadio network and across more than 40 other platforms. I didn't know what to expect when we began the radio show about 4 years ago, but, well, it certainly has surprised me, although I've had a number of other radio shows broadcasting out on local radio stations and other platforms, and it was always successful. So, you know, I guess maybe I shouldn't be as surprised as I am. But thanks to you, thanks to each and every listener. We have people listening not only locally, but across the country and even in several other countries from time to time. And that's amazing. And that's the benefit of broadcasting across the internet spectrum. And, well, I guess we found a place here that we're going to call home for a while. Remember, no matter where you're driving, whatever road it might be, you have to pull to the right for sirens and lights. When you see lights coming up behind you, when you see emergency vehicles on the side of the road, you have to pull over as quickly and safely as possible. I know people just kind of start slowing down a little bit, but the law actually says you got to stop. And if you don't stop, even if you do slow down, you can get a $50 or $100, or even in some states, a $500 ticket. So be careful, please pull over, and let's get all of our first responders safely to wherever they're going. And until the next time, of course, you all be safe, be blessed, and I'll see you back on the radio.